What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to go over one of the best ways to trade this strategy that is going to absolutely change your trading game if you pay attention to this video. My name is Momo Forex. I'm a certified trader with a verified track record. I went the entire year in 2023 with no red months at all, 100% consistency every single month, trading live and public. In this video I'm going to show you guys one of the strategies I use to grow my accounts consistently and absolutely dominate the trading market. So this is a strategy you can use on all the major time frames. So I'm going to show you guys how to break down the charts, analyze it, and execute trades to win consistently with this strategy. Let's get it. So this is an advanced form of head and shoulders, and I'm going to show you guys how to break it down. I'm mainly going to focus on higher time frames, but you can use the strategy on all the major time frames: minute 5, minute 15, minute 1, H1 and H4 as well. So now what do we see? First, we see two major swing levels. We have this one right here, and we have this swing high right here. We have these two major swing highs, but the one I'm going to focus on is the higher swing high right here. So I'm going to mark up my zone. Let me just draw a box all the way across. So now we want to see price come all the way into this zone right here and give us indications that price is going to set up a nice setup. And after the setup forms as well, we want to see verification that this trade is valid to enter. So as you can see, first price hits the zone and we have our first shoulder right here. So I'm going to mark it up, shoulder. And already, guys, we have some indication that sellers like this area of resistance. We see price getting some nice rejection and pulling down nicely as well. So then we wait and see what price does. We want to see price. So price breaks the high of the first shoulder right here. I'm going to mark up this zone. This is our zone and area of interest right here. It actually should be. So now we have a clean break of the first zone and everything's setting up nicely. So now let's see how price moves. So then there we go. We have our second indication right there. We have a clean break of the zone again on the other side. So now we mark up our head. We mark up the trend line that's connecting the major bottom peaks on this setup. So let's get our trend line tool. Let's mark it up right here. Now, what's next is we want to see price give us multiple indications that price is going to keep going down and we're going to have a nice reversal and verify the head and shoulders pattern. So now watch how price reacts at the zone right here. So first, we have our first indication right here. We have a nice engulfing candle right at the zone. You can see we have this nice red bearish engulfing candle right here. So with that, we already have good enough reason to enter this trade and everything lines up perfectly, but we can even wait to have more indications just to have more confirmation that the setup is most likely going to work out. So as you can see, everything lines up. I'm going to play the chart and we can even see multiple indications again as the setup forms perfectly. So as you can see, we have price come back into the zone again and form some more rejection wicks. Now we have consistent rejection wicks right at the zone. So what do you want to do now, guys? We want to enter our position, but we want to make sure our stop loss is above the first high of the first shoulder, right? So let me mark up this second shoulder right here. Let me mark that up real quick. Let's mark up the second shoulder. There we have it. So we want to make sure our stop loss is above the high right here. We want to make sure it's not right above it. You don't want to have stop losses right above highs. You want to have them a little bit significant so you don't get stopped out. So I'm going to have it just somewhere around here. That's good enough for this type of trade. So where do I want to have my take profit? I want to have my first take profit right here at this first bottom. I like to have multiple positions so I can win more on the trades that I'm taking. Second take profit, I want it to be right here at this low all the way down here, right? We have a nice risk reward on both entries. So now let's see how price plays out. Again, guys, I'm a verified trader with a proven track record live and public. So I have taken these trades myself and I'm showing you guys how to execute these trades and how to analyze the markets in real time. So as you can see, look how price reacts. We have another rejection again. Boom, take profit once, smashed. Price is moving nicely, pulls up a bit. So what do you want to do in this case, guys? When this happens, your first take profit is hit. What do you want to do? This is something I like to do just to lower my risk and even maximize my profits. A very, very unique skill that I use that can help you really become a better and more profitable trader. So what I'm going to do, since our first take profit is hit, I'm going to move my stop loss on the second take profit I'm going to move it about halfway. You want to move it halfway, so that way now you're risking half of what you were risking on the second take profit, and you've already won nicely on the first take profit. So lower risk and the reward stays the same. So now I'm going to play the chart. Let's see how it goes. Price is playing around a bit. Bada bing, bada boom. It's going down nicely, playing around some more. Bam, second take profit smash. And that's it, guys. Simple and straightforward. There's a lot of things that come into trading this way, so be sure not to trade head and shoulders blindly, and use confirmations, confluences, and consistent candlestick indications, so that way you can be an efficient trader with this strategy. So now we're going to go into example number 2, and I'm going to show you guys how consistent the strategy can be if you trade it the right way. So as you can see, we have GBPUSD right here. So what do I like to do, guys? I like to mark up my nice swing highs. I'm going to mark up this zone. Let's stretch out this box right here all the way here. So now let's see how price reacts when it gets into the zone. You see price going up nicely. Bam. We have what? We have our first indication right at the zone. This shows us that this is a nice area that sellers are interested in. We have a nice strong resistance zone, right? That's our first step of the trade. Obviously, this is not enough for us to take the trade or even consider it completely or anything like that, but we have our first indication, our first foot through the door. So let's see how things keep going. So now you can see price is moving nicely, right? So let me mark up this zone. Actually, this is our, let me change the color so you can see the contrast. So now we have our first shoulder right here. So now what do we want to see, guys? We see price breaking the zone nicely. Very good. We have price breaking above the zone. So what do we do next, guys? We have our head. This one did not break it as aggressively as the last trade, but it's completely fine. It broke it enough. That's all we need to see, right? So now with this trade, we can see that we don't really need the trend line because we don't have good connecting bottom picks. The trend line is a good confluence, but it's not 100% necessary. The main things are the breaks and the indications that price shows you with the candles. So now what are we looking for now? We want to see price show us some rejection, some signs of engulfing candle rejection right at the zone, or any other forms of strong candlestick indication to show us that price will most likely keep going down. So let me play the chart. Let's see if we find those. So now let's see how price reacts at the zone to show us our confirmation right here. So price moving nicely. Bam, we have our nice indication right here. We have a nice rejection, solid engulfing candle, engulfing this small doji candle with a nice rejection wick as well. So what do you want to do, guys? We want to mark up our short position. So in this trade, like I mentioned before, you want to have your stop above the wicks of the first shoulder. So in this case, since the wick is right here near the height of the head as well, so I'm going to push it actually here. We want to have it decently away from that wick. So we have it right here. That's our stop loss. Where do we want to have our first take profit? We want to have our first take profit here, nice and decent. The risk reward is not as good as the last one, but it's still fine, guys. You cannot have insanely high risk rewards every single time. A trader needs to know this. You can't force trades to be specifically what you desire. Play with the market, use the market and move with it. Don't try and force things. That's not how you trade, right? So second take profit, we want to have it all the way down here. So let's see how price moves, right? So we have price going down. We have price moving back up. See, look at this, guys. Price is moving all the way back up. This is why you do not want to have those super tight stops. You may see them and they can show you like higher risk to rewards, but you don't want to have super tight stops because you can get stopped out over and over, and it's super frustrating, guys. I remember when I was a novice trader, those things are very frustrating. So I had to learn and adapt so I can absolutely dominate these markets and not do cliche novice mistakes. So I hope you guys learned that and you can dominate these markets, and let's keep going. So as you can see, price coming back. We have our stop well away, so we're chilling. Everything is good. It's just playing around. And even here, we had more rejections as well, right? So we're chilling, no worries at all. Let's see how price goes. Pulls back some more. We have a nice engulfing candle. Look at this guy. We had a nice engulfing candle right here as well. Just some more further indication this is a nice zone. So now we have our first take profit smashed. What do we do, guys? Remember, if you want to increase your overall wins and lower your losses overall, this is a good thing I do. So I lower my stop loss on the second take profit. So now the stop loss is about halfway and the take profit maintains. So let's see what it does. Price is going down nicely. So in this case, actually, so since price is so down, what you can do now, lower your stop loss in profit. You can put your stop loss in profit. In this case, I would say put it around here, right? You don't want to have it too close because sometimes price does push up significantly and it could take you out of the trade prematurely. So I want to have my stop loss somewhere around here. So now we have a stop loss in profit. The trade is risk-free now. Risk-free trade. It can only end with a win and we're just chilling. So now let's see how price reacts. Price is moving nicely, right? Price went up. See, if you had your stop loss too low, it can just wick you out prematurely, guys, prematurely. These are all things I had to learn deep in the markets, deep into the trenches, guys. If you guys see me have such verified, I trade so consistently, it's because I have learned so much from my mistakes. I've learned so much with experience, with a lot of practice and a lot of journaling as well. I did the deep work, deep into the trenches of the market, so I can show you guys how to easily dominate and give you guys an edge and a shortcut so you guys can be profitable traders easier. So as you can see, price is moving down nicely. We have a stop loss right here. Look, price pushed up again, guys, pushed up again. This is why you do not want to have it too low. You can get kicked out prematurely. Again, we can see it. Look at this, wick out all the way up here. Normally, I would say, normally I would assume that novices will probably want to have their stop loss somewhere around here. That's what I would assume, but you want to be a little bit smarter and have it all the way up here. It's still in profit. It's not a huge win if it hits the stop here, but you're still chilling and you can win more from the trade if it keeps going down. So now let's see what price keeps on doing. Price is moving down, moving down. So now in this case, boom, price hit take profit too. So even let's say if you had your take profit too lower all the way here, when this happened right here, when price broke this low, right? Price broke this low, what you want to do in this case, this is just an example. If you had your take profit all the way down here instead of up here, right? You want to move your stop loss. In this case, you can move it all the way down here, right? But we're chilling, price already hit take profit, so we don't have to worry at all. The stop will just be where it was before. Oh, and let me mark up my second shoulder right here. Forgot to mark that up so you guys can see it for your reference. But that's all, guys. The strategy is very efficient. I hope that helps you guys a lot with profitability. And if you guys want to trade on the absolute best broker, which has their own trading platform that's literally like TradingView and MT5 merged in one, Sway Charts Pro, check out the link below and sign up on the best trading platform so you can dominate these charts. This platform gives you a literal edge on the market. You can calculate your risk very, very easily. You can know always exactly how much you're going to lose if the trade hits the stop, and you can know exactly how much you're going to win if the trade hits take profit every single time. It's all on the platform, super easy to use, on the absolute best broker that's also regulated and has high leverage as well. So be sure to check out the link below. So if you guys want to know more info on that as well, you can check out the video right above here and learn more about the platform and the best broker as well. I always tell my students who are mostly profitable, I'll tell them make use of the knowledge I'm giving you guys. So that's it for this video, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming to watch this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more content like this, where I'll show you guys how to absolutely dominate the markets. Momo signing out. Let's get it.